Brooke, and I'll be doing a speech over alcohol in a college setting. Alcohol use among college students is becoming prevalent. Therefore, these college students need to be educated about the risks they are taking when they consume alcohol and start to binge drink. With these steps, we should be able to end fatalities of college students caused by the alcohol and binge drinking. We must first educate ourselves on the definition of binge drinking, the dangers of binge drinking, and the threat it poses for college students. And then next uncover the cause of college students wanting to binge drink. And finally, I'll discuss the possible ways to decrease binge drinking and increase awareness. The definition of binge drinking can be defined as drinking 5 or more times in a 2-hour period for men and drinking 4 or more times in a 2-hour period for women. This is because men are generally built bigger than women, and therefore women consume alcohol quicker and it stays in their body longer. A drink is defined as a 12-ounce can or bottle of beer, a 4-ounce glass of wine, a 12-ounce bottle or can of wine cooler, a shot of liquor taken straight or in a mixed drink. Which brings me to the visual aid I have, which says the standard drink and may be less than what you think. This shows you what a bottle of beer, a glass of wine, and a shot of liquor and how much alcohol each one contains. At the bottom, it says a standard drink contains 13.6 grams of alcohol, and here is the number of standard drinks contained in some common purchases. A case of beer usually has usually a 12 pack, and there's 12 standard drinks. A bottle of wine is 5 standard drinks, and a bottle of rum is 18 standard drinks. And I'll pass this around at the end of my speech for everybody to get a good look at it. Typical characteristics of binge drinkers include they're usually male, fraternity or sorority members, the race is usually white, they're under 24 years of age, they can be involved in athletics, and students who socialize a great deal. It is found that white males are to be the most common group to binge drink, and African American females were the least likely to binge drink. Binge drinking is harmful because of the potential consequences. College binge drinking is more of an issue now than ever. People who binge drink on a regular basis are at an even higher risk for negative consequences. You may start out as just a social drinker in your high school years or your college years, and you may end up as an alcoholic dependent on the alcohol and end up with severe health issues. Since young people frequently combine high-risk activities with binge drinking, their potential for death or serious injury is very high. Binge drinking is harmful because of the potential consequences. Death or injury due to falls, whether it be a fall down a flight of stairs or a fall just walking. Fires, such as a campfire or a bonfire, if it was to get out of control. Someone who has been drinking and is impaired may not be able to handle the situation like someone who's sober could. If an individual is drowning, someone who is drunk cannot take care of another drunk person, therefore they may not receive the medical attention they need right away. Or a drunk driving crash, which are on the rise. Pregnancy or sexually transmitted diseases due to unintended sexual activity. Women may experience unwanted pregnancies by binge drinking and their judgment impaired. Men and women both may experience sexually transmitted diseases in situations like this. Being the victim or perpetrator of date rape or other assault, this could be both male and female. If their judgment's impaired, they may not really want to do the things that they end up doing. And last is death from alcohol poisoning, such as the victim Samantha Spady. Samantha Spady died of acute alcohol poisoning on September 5th, 2004. At the beginning of her sophomore year at Colorado State University, Samantha, known as Sam, died after a day of drinking to celebrate the football game between Colorado State and Colorado University. When Sam was unable to walk home from a party, she was left in an empty room of a fraternity house to sleep it off, which is not uncommon among college students. If you get drunk, you let your friends sleep it off, and yes, they may or may not have a hangover in the morning. But that did not happen in Samantha Spady's case. She ended up losing her life. Which brings me to my next point. Why would a student want to binge drink? A vast majority of binge drinkers are members of fraternities and sororities. Binge drinking is often a key part of social gatherings. because most of other people at these gatherings are also binging. It's easy to think I'm in the moment, that drinking binges are normal, and it is easy to lose perspective about how risky over-intoxication can be. Which brings me to my next point, and this is solutions that can decrease drinking and increase awareness among college students. The multi-component, community-based strategies that integrate schools, such as the SAD program, which is also known as Student Against Drunk Driving. They put on programs to raise awareness for high school students and what can happen from their decisions to drink and drive. We also had in elementary school an officer, David Pence, to come in and explain the DARE program. This program described drinking and driving, and it planned out the consequences, such as losing the life of an innocent one, the drunk driver losing his or her life, and then they're having a chance of having a DUI on your driving record. The next program would be parents and community members, which is MAD, could be Mothers Against Drunk Driving. Most of the members in this program have lost a son or daughter due to a driving crash, whether they were the innocent ones or whether they were the ones who had been drinking and driving. Local government and law enforcement are more effective than single component strategies. If you have more people working together, you're most likely going to get a better outcome than one person coming together. I also want to mention that in high school, we had the Eastern Kentucky University Nursing Department come in with the Ghost Out program. This program brought a student out of every class within 30 minutes to represent each loss in a drunk driving event. Individual components of a multi-component strategy strengthen, complement, and support one another. Multi-component strategies create an additive effect that is greater than the sum of the individual components. Another solution could be policies established to apply specific public health and safety standards to alcohol availability. Community members can become actively involved in developing local planning and zoning ordinances that offer a powerful opportunity to manage retail availability. This basically means individuals who cannot legally drink should not be given the opportunity to engage in drinking and potentially become a binge drinker. And in conclusion, a campus should not have to experience a loss of a student before action is taken. A parent should not have to receive the dreaded phone call about a daughter or a son, and measures should be taken with fraternities, athletes, and high-risk individuals to ensure their awareness of binge drinking and hold these individuals accountable for the actions. Individuals who can legally drink need to be educated, and like I said, individuals who cannot legally drink should not have the opportunity to engage in these activities and become a binge drinker. Thank you.